Hello. Well, today I wanted to bring you a little bit of information regarding the Aries full moon that's coming up on the 17th of October. And that will be, I believe, at 24 degrees. Now I'm doubting myself, so now I've got to check it. It is 24 degrees. I have so many numbers running around in my brain, so sometimes I mess myself up. But what I wanted to talk about was the fact that when you're talking about this Aries full moon, it's related to the eclipse that happened on April 8th that was all across the United States, which kind of was a future telling of what might be going on in the United States for the next little while here. To me, this eclipse that happened last April was something that's going to be going on into our future for a way out. So, and the energies that we're feeling right now are very much a part of that. So I wanted to look at, because it's eclipse, it also involves nodes. And so I wanted to talk about each sign and what their axis is, where the nodes are when they do their eclipse thing, and what that means to you for your sign. So I'm going to start with Aries. Hi, Aries. So I want one card to come out for Aries. And the reason I want to start with you is because this has been Aries and Libra. North node Aries, South node Libra. So Aries for you, anything that would have been in your first house, what is pushing you forward? This is the time that Aries turned into an adult. This is the adulting time. What your North node is pushing you towards. And because they're eclipses, it's faded energy. So the things that may have been happening to you ever since July of 2023 have been pretty intense. Actually, it would have been in the spring of 2023 because we started having eclipses before the nodes actually moved on July 17th. So let's take a look what cards want to come out for you. So Aries, passion. Do what you love, right? So let's take a look. 1, 2, 3. Being with other people, being with your friends, having good boundaries, though. That's what a lot of this lesson has been. The South Node has been giving up chronic people pleasing. And that's not so much an Aries problem. But if there were people in your life that, judgment, Hecate energy, beautiful. You've had choices to make. And so what have you been doing that gets you out of toxic patterns? That's also what this Libra South Node has been about. Leaving toxic patterns. Also part of your growing up feature here. And the last one, justice. You have to be proud of the decisions that you make, right? So again, passion, do what you love with the people that you love, right? Who do you care about? Who do you know that you can rely on? So, and this, what dreams do you have? This is a card, judgment of crossroads. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Aries is a cardinal sign, and it's very good about initiating things, but a little tougher when it's about keep going and sticking on that path. And you shouldn't take shortcuts. This reminds me of Jupiter, just because Jupiter is very much about justice. It's a Libra card, but I do think that we have to make decisions that we're going to be proud of ourselves later. And you can see she's seeing her reflection. And justice is balanced on a sword, which you would probably like very much. So one of the other things I was very led to do for this particular reading is the Native Spirit Oracle, and this is by Denise Linn, okay? So let's take a look here. Denise Linn, I want to volunteer from this deck. Because there's with these, she is brilliant about teaching owl medicine. And she'll have a little thing for you to do with each card. So I want you to follow this advice. I'm going to do this for everyone. Sun, moon, rising. Sun, moon, rising. Owl medicine. Here we go, Aries. Wisdom, illumination, intuition, clairvoyance, and deep insight abound. Go within. Profound majesty and grace is available to you simply by pulling your awareness inward. Ancient knowledge is emerging within you. You know the truth. Trust your perception. You are a truth seeker and a truth sharer. Nurture the feminine spirit within you. And don't forget, Aries is that emperor energy. Now, your journey. In a meditative state, imagine that you have shape-shifted into an owl and you are soaring silently through the night. Your ability to see, even in the darkness, is remarkable. This corresponds with your ability to perceive the truth, even in murky situations in life. Very nice energy. Thank you, Aries. So we are going to be going on, and the next sign is Taurus. Now for Taurus, this Aries energy, full moon energy, the North Node energy, would have been in your 12th house. And the 12th house and the 6th house, Libra would have been your 6th house of health. So there were probably some health situations that are ongoing for you, because 6th house is generally physical health and 12th house is generally mental health. Also about 6th house is every day, your habits. What have you given up that was bad for you? What have you given up that was bad for you? What toxic relationships at work have you left behind? Because the 12th house is also the house of endings, right? And it could be hidden enemies, or it could be, it's a very spiritual house, the 12th house is. So you could have been moving toward your spiritual gifts and probably doing it more in a private kind of way, because that is also a house of seclusion and being in exile and being by yourself, whether it's at a retreat or just going off to your cave or something. So Taurus, let's take a look. We want the animal spirit. This is my dog, Jenny. That's on the back of these cards. So she passed away a while ago, 2015 to be exact. June of 2015. Much love, family pet. Okay, what do we got for Taurus? Companionship through thick and thin. Nice energy, Taurus. And why do I like that? Because even when you're going through something, and this storm energy that we've had is quite the example. It's always best when you have someone that you can at least hold their hand and not be alone in a storm. So seek out people that you can help and people that can help you, because being together with other people at this time is really what you need. It's about community. In times of trouble, it's about community. So companionship through thick and thin. We'll take 3 cards. Queen of Wands, let your light shine. Taurus, with that being in your 12th house, maybe you need to quit hiding your light under a bushel and be out there. And you probably could get caught up in this whole energy of what was in your, I really feel like it was your giving up unhealthy things. And this is energy is going to carry through till January when the nodes change signs. And even further, there's one last eclipse in Aries and Libra. And that will be, I believe, at 9 degrees in Aries on March 29th next year. That's the final one. That's like, okay, ready, set, go. We've got this. We've got this, right? So, Queen of Wands, let your light shine. Don't be afraid. You know, Taurus is usually not someone at the front of the line. So, what other cards? Archangel Michael, Temperance. Interesting, because the last reading had two major arcana, and here's Archangel Michael, kind of looking over stuff in that 12th house, keeping an eye on things. He's got your back. I like this because the companionship, he does have your back. And actually, these two came out as well. Page of Swords. Let those ideas come in. Learn. Learning something new is not a bad thing. I know you're a fixed sign. And what else? Get ready to step out. Why? Because the nodes are going to be changing signs, right? And it's going to be going from this Aries energy to Pisces. And that would be your 11th house. That would be the house of community and being out there with friends. So you've got something to look forward to, very much so. You might have even have had a taste of it. There was a full moon eclipse at 25 degrees of Pisces right before this new moon in Aries. So, I mean, the full moon. Yeah. So you're stepping out. Usually you have an ending first. That's how the world works. As things end, new things can begin. And I think that's what's coming for you. I think you've got things lined up so they happen in a correct order for you. And so what we'll do next, we will do, I keep picking up the wrong set of cards. Yes, that was the right set of cards. Native Spirit. So we're going to do Native Spirit card for you. And I wanted to volunteer. This is for Taurus, that fixed energy that's been dealing with all these hidden things, the house of endings. You've probably had a lot of endings going on, a lot of health things, a lot of things on your mind. It's very, very big energy. And we don't get out of eclipse energy. This is faded stuff. Okay. Sweat Lodge. Interesting. Oop. Cards are just jumping today. Sweat Lodge. Cleanse yourself, body, mind, and soul. Purify. Clutter clear. Let go of objects and relationships that no longer serve you. Purify your body. Go within. Meditate. Talk to the Creator. And give thanks. So, what is your journey going to be? And this is actually perfect because it's talking about purifying, going within. And that would be very much that 12th house energy. Sometimes this card choosing you when it's time to do some physical detoxification. Fast for a day. Drink green juices. Clear out some clutter. Love it, use it, or get rid of it. Even one small item can make a difference. Great energy for utilizing that 12th house. Thank you, Taurus. Wow, I do like this deck. I like the energy that it gives. I like it working with us. So, Gemini energy. So for Gemini energy, Aries, I'm a Gemini rising, so I will know this one very well. It's the 11th house is where Aries is. So what have you been, your North Node, the collective North Node in that sign, what has that meant for you? For me, it meant starting a YouTube channel, working with new people, new friends, all of that kind of energy. And it's about networking and friendships and luck in the 11th house. So what are the other things? that you have to consider. You have to consider that Libra would be my fifth house. And what have I feel like in friendships, there are things that you do have to say, okay, I have my boundaries. And because Libra is, oh, you want to come out? Okay. The cards are so unmarked today. Victimhood. Victimhood. Take responsibility. And I really got that with that fifth house, with being the things that you love and care about, and the 11th house of friendship, right? So you have to learn with Libra, Virgo, Cancer. Got to leave that victimhood stuff behind. You give too much. I'm a Cancer sun, and this is true of Libra and Virgo as well. You will never run out of love, but you will run out of energy. So you have to make sure that you put your oxygen mask on first. It's very important because people rely on you in ways they don't even understand. You do have to have good boundaries. People need to learn their own lessons and do their own work. That's part of their journey, and you shouldn't interfere with that. They won't like it because they like having someone take responsibility, and that shouldn't be you in some instances. So take responsibility for what is yours, which I'm sure you do, and let other people handle their responsibility. Now, we're talking about Gemini. And again, there's many new things that opened up for you, especially in friendships and community. But I do want you to remember that other part of you need to have relationships that were toxic. There's friendships that just ended, that were meant to end, as people move on and their different vibrations. So let's take a look for Gemini. The Emperor, Aries energy, right? Be your own boss, right? You don't, with Gemini, they love, I know many Gemini, we love to talk to people. We find them fascinating, but be your own person first, right? It's not always everything about the other person. Nine of Wands, not giving up. Gemini is a mutable sign, so it can deal with changes very rapidly. So if the plan changes, it's like they give a sigh. Okay, all right, what next? And I think that's really good energy, especially in times like are going on now when we're going to have a lot of different things thrown at us, and we're like, okay, but what do I need to do right this moment? That is a strategy of, deal with the right now, because the things that you're worrying about, Gemini, Jupiter and Gemini, the things that you're worrying about probably aren't going to be in place by the time you get there. These things in the future. Oh, what if this happens? What if this happens? So you have 4 or 5 things that you're worried about happening. And number one, it's a waste of energy. And it's a waste of your focus. Bring it back to now and what you're doing, because those things in the future that you're worried about, they don't exist. They really don't. So I think you need to bear that in mind, that you need to handle what's going on right now and maybe the day after tomorrow. Everything else can get in line. 8 of Swords. This is all those thoughts that you've had going on constantly, in the Gemini monkey brain, right? What else? One more thing. Make the choice. Make the choice. Because I think out there's someone that you will meet when you're out there in that community with that North Node energy. I really get that feeling. And Jupiter is in your sign, and it is going into retrograde now. But that really gives you a chance to look inward and to work on things that are important to you, what ideas you may have had, the connections that you've gotten. So let's take a look at the Native Spirit Oracle, Denise Lynn again. So, all right, volunteer, please. Sometimes one will just kind of decide, okay, like this one threw itself sideways. So I will throw, I'll go with that. Peace pipe. Interesting. Interesting. Peace pipe. There. Heal old wounds with people and situations. Carefully do whatever you need to do to make amends. Forgive yourself and forgive others. It's time. You no longer need to carry the burden. You are a mender. Help others mend bridges in their lives. You bring peace to the world. Now here's your journey. Write down the answer to these questions. If there was an area of my life to which I need to bring peace, what might it be? What's the first step that I need to take toward resolving a rift with another or a feeling unfinished regarding a person or a situation? Then take action. Sometimes you don't even have to talk to the other person to make peace. You are just freeing yourself from that energy of that other person. Freedom. Okay. Now we're going to go to Cancer. I am a Cancer sun, so I will draw a card from this animal spirit. No, not animal spirit. I'm sorry. The Divine Dog Oracle. Divine Dog Oracle. Ah, Cancer, this one wanted to come out. This is such a Cancer card. Contentment. Be satisfied. Okay, when we're looking at Aries for you, that would be in your 10th house. Squaring you. So anything that has been going on with the nodes and the eclipses has been squaring your sign. You have gotten hit with this, and not probably in the best, funnest way. But this is regarding your career. So what was meant for you regarding your career going forward? So it would be career and home life. That's the balance between the 10th and the 10th and the 4th house. That's home. That's family. That's heritage. It's property, like property that you own. And a lot of times it's about finding a balance in between those things. You might have had a lot of things with relationships because Libra would be in your 4th house. A lot of things changed at home. A lot of things changed. South Node, a lot of letting go. Maybe you decided to do a huge house cleaning and let go of, we're very sentimental, us Cancers. It's hard to let go of things that bring us wonderful memories. I have stuff from when my children were little, and I was told that I can throw away the toilet paper bunny rabbit from 2nd grade. I finally did, because my 20-year-old laughed at me. But the point is, we love very deeply, and we've had squares with our 1st house, who we are, and squares with anything in our 7th house, which would be Capricorn. So we've had a lot of dealing with relationships at both work and at home. And again, you would be one of those that we were talking about, that you have to have good boundaries. You have to, because you never run out of love. You will run out of energy. That's just a Cancer. And a lot of people take advantage of that. You never forget anybody's birthday. How many people remember yours? I'm just saying. That doesn't mean you have to stop remembering other people's birthdays, but you have to not run around like a chicken with your head cut off to get to everyone's birthday. Boundaries, energy. Ace of Pentacles. The start of something new. What new habit? What new thing? What change can you make? You are a cardinal sign. And that means that you do get things started. I mean, if you want something done, check with one of the cardinal signs, and especially if it's related to anything at home. So if it was time to, when you're ready to clean out those things, man, it gets gone. Especially if it was needed to be done on behalf of your children. Moving into calmer waters. Moving away from that energy of always having to do for other people. You need to give yourself some space and time. Cancers like to be cozy. I mean, the card that came out was contentment, be satisfied. Lays around in a pool, have a cup of coffee, or a cup of tea, or a glass of lemonade, or a glass of wine, whatever. Sit and relax. And especially when it's with family. There's nothing better than a Cancer sitting around with their family and eating. You're a wonderful cook. So one more tarot card. The Hermit. Do allow time for yourself. You've got so much energy and love, and you do need to make space for yourself. I don't think the Hermit energy is a bad symbol for you. I think it's very Virgo-ish, right? Virgo is about service, and you and Virgo and Libra should be on the same. Never mind. You should not be on the same team, because all of you would just be like, "What can I do for you?" No. What can I do for you? That can go on all night. So, the Hermit, time alone is a good thing. Meditate, or just be by yourself, especially when you have that home energy, right? You like to make, with Libra in the fourth house, you like to make your home beautiful, right? You like that feeling of the coziness of being at peace in your home. That's your safe place. Very, very good. So we're going to go to the native spirit. Pull a card for Cancer. Good energy. Ooh. Okay. Spirit of fire. That is a good thing. I like this idea of spirit of fire. Very much an instigator kind of energy. Spirit of fire. Yeah, I can see. Oh, it goes right to it. All right, here we go. Transformation. Take risks. Face your fears. Break out of old patterns and conventions. Just because you've always done something in the past doesn't mean that you need to continue to do it in the future. Try something new. Change your routines and habits. Reach out in new directions. The Thunderbird is rising in you. Out of the ashes come new growth and new beginnings. So what is your journey? When you first awaken in the morning, focus on the emerging sunlight. Imagine that you are breathing in that light. Gaze unblinkingly into a candle flame and focus your awareness on the inner flame within you. By doing this, you're activating the spirit of fire that dwells within you and around you. Imagine yourself to be a single candle flame, a campfire, a forest fire, electricity, lightning, the sun, and stars. This is your affirmation. May the light of the sun illuminate my heart, that my heart may illuminate the world. Very nice. Very nice energy. And that was for Cancer. So let's get going for Leo. Leo energy. Leo energy. So the divine dog. Here we are. We're asking, oh, you do. You do. Excellence. Do your best. And if you're Leo, when you do your best, do it with joy. That's how Leos operate. That beautiful, beautiful energy. Now, for you, that would make the axis the ninth house and the third house. So, what are the ninth house and the third house? The ninth house is about philosophy. What have you been? Um, what have you been aimed for your personal growth during this time of the nodal visit between Aries and Libra? So those would be your ninth and your third house. What do you think? Do you think about travel? When Leos travel, they should do it with joy and abandon, and that being Aries. I don't think what I would say when you're traveling, or starting something new that is going to be increasing your knowledge, or going somewhere long distance. What would be the best thing if that's the North Node area of your chart? Learning something new would be a big thing. Going back to school would be a thing. But traveling expands the mind as well. So if you have gotten the opportunity to travel, please take it. And the nodes will move January 12th, but there still will be another eclipse in this axis. Actually, it will be in Aries, I believe at 9 degrees. So if you have anything in that area of your chart, there's still things that you can learn. And that's March, I believe, 29th. It's right at the end of March. I don't know the exact date, but, there's the eclipse. It's great energy, right? Ooh, this card wanted to come out. 10 of Cups. Those are great houses to have that energy in, by the way. Emotional contentment. Be happy about what's coming forward in your life, the things that you're learning, the viewpoints that you're changing. In the third house, that's about short distance travel, siblings, local community, merchants, business. Something about that you've had to release, something to let go. What changes have you had to make and realize that some things weren't going to work and you had to release those things? Could be relationships, could be people that feel as close as family or extended family or neighbors. I think there's a lot of energy now of, sometimes through circumstances like what's going on now with storms and things, our neighbors change. And it's not that we want to have our neighbors change, but fate has different plans for us and different plans for them. Strength. Beautiful energy. Leo energy, right? It's you all the way. You've got this with joy, right? Um, and that sense of adventure. I would say having that sense of adventure is important too. So, Leo, let's see what we've got for you for the native spirit. Comes right out. Spirit keeper of the East. Beautiful. I'm looking at that and I'm like, I was in New Mexico. This does not look like New Mexico to me because it was a little bit browner. So, yeah. Leo, new beginnings. A fresh cycle is occurring in your life. Wipe the slate clean. It's now time to release the old and start again. No matter what has happened in the past, it doesn't need to repeat in the future. You are learning about brand new philosophies. The journey. Stand and be still. Breathe and center yourself. Then slowly turn in a circle. Close your eyes and feel the energy of each direction. There's difference in the feeling in each direction. Stand facing east as the sun rises to sense the unique energy of that direction. That's a very nice energy for Leo to meet the sun, right? Okay, we are going on to Virgo. We are going on to Virgo. Ta-da! Very busy. Okay, so Divine Dog Oracle, we want, you want to come out. Virgo. Loneliness. Longing to belong. Yeah, Aries has been your eighth house. That's eighth and second house. Now, the eighth house can be really tough to have things that are coming into your life that, because it's the house of endings and death. It's the house of taxes and inheritance. And the Libra house would be the house of your personal resources. The eighth house can be shared resources, like with a spouse. So new things opening up their directions. People that have a lot of that with career in the eighth house can have a career that's maybe related to accounting because you're handling other people's resources, or a realtor, um, someone who works in the funeral industry. There's some people who help people with addictions that have very strong energy in that house, death doulas, um, any number of things. So where you need to look is what's going on in your life at the present moment. And then whatever has been releasing for you in the second house of resources, what were you relying on that you can't rely on anymore? Because it feels like your resources have changed. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like, Virgo. And the reason I wonder about this loneliness is with that eighth house. The eighth house is a spiritual house as well, but it can also be a house of endings and unhappiness. It is a tough house to have activated. So it'll be nice for you when the eclipse energy moves. So what do we have for Virgo here? And I will say you and Libra and Cancer, you're about service to others. And so are Libra and Cancer. They're always about the other. But you need to guard that energy. You need to have good boundaries. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Keep your higher connection. I know that you have that sense of loneliness, but it's how do you treat yourself? How's she treating herself? You teach other people how to treat you. So treat yourself well. Go do things that you enjoy doing. You make the choice what movie you want to see or where you want to go out to dinner. Have a say at least. Put your 2 cents in, right? You're a hard worker. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a lot about you getting self-care. Look at that yoga pose. This is starting something new, and I think you should be starting a new practice of spiritual practice and health practice, because I feel like it's needed, and you need that self-care energy coming in. Yes, enjoy the moment. You need to get out and enjoy the moment, because when you raise your vibration like that, others are automatically attracted to that. I know that in the future, I think you're a mutable sign, and people are going to need someone that can adapt to change very quickly and then get things organized and make sure everybody is getting what they need. But you need to get what you need as well, because your health is important. It's very important. And I think maybe then you should utilize the eighth house as shared resources with others, because I think what's going to be needed is we're going to be needing to have shared resources. So then there's no lack. If people are hoarding toilet paper, for example, really, I think there's things that can be done, like, everybody can have toilet paper, but one guy living in a mansion does not need 800 rolls. I'm just saying. So let's take a look at nature spirit for you, Virgo. You do need self-care. You do need to take care of yourself. You need to have that higher connection. You need to treat yourself well. You need to give yourself rest. Because the energy that you have is going to be needed. And in the meantime, you need to protect your energy. Good boundaries. You, Libra, and Cancer, please, please, please have good boundaries. Okay, so there we go. Grandfather Sky. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Isn't that lovely? Grandfather Sky. Ah. Okay. Oops. It all moved on me. Okay, let me switch this just a little second. There, I'm back. Okay. I probably didn't leave as far as you were concerned, but all of a sudden my picture disappeared, so I was freaking out. Okay. Card meaning. This is your time to reach for the sky. Expansive energy, vitality, health, healing, and passion. And let me say that again. This is your time to reach for the sky. Expansive energy, vitality, health, healing. Virgos are healers. And passion. These qualities are expanding in your life. The sky's the limit. You are a healer and a channel for the life force of the universe. Your ability to sense energy fields is increasing dramatically. Be prepared to soar to new heights. Oh, this is so true of a Virgo. Wow. What is your journey? To deepen your connection to Grandfather Sky and bring an expansive energy into your life, stand outdoors with your arms reaching up to the sky. One of the fastest ways to bring joy and bounty into your life is through gratitude. Allow thankfulness to surge through you up into the heavens. Allow thankfulness to surge through you up into the heavens. With your arms outstretched. This, you can't make this up, that you got this card. You just can't make that up. Wow, Virgo, did you ever get a message? Goodness, goodness, goodness. Wow. I am so impressed right now. Good job. I feel like, I do have my loving dog Jack, who's 5 years old. He's with me now, but Jenny was the pet that we had when the boys were little and up into adulthood, and she adored her boys, adored them. So I feel like she's been with me today. So that's very interesting. All the stuff that's been coming out, because I was like, I kind of get the feeling that we have dog angels around us right now, or pet angels around us right now, trying to give us messages. I'm thinking it. Openness, embrace the positive. All right, Libra, now is your time. You have gotten so beat up by this Aries North Node, because the South Node has been in Libra. stuff leaving you and leaving you and leaving you and leaving you. And relationships, especially relationships. Libra is about relationships. There's been so many relationship changes. So Libra, what is, that would be your house of relationships. That's what Aries would be. Seventh. So it's the first and the seventh house again that we're looking at, the first and the seventh house. So you being in the first house, you've taken some hits in your first house. Your ego must have gotten quite beat up. So I think this embrace the possible is what you should be going forward to. I mean, I think you've had a chance to do something to start relationships. The relationships that you needed to have, and they don't have to be romantic relationships. They can be relationships with regard to one-on-one partnerships. Clients are one-on-one relationships. The first house is the house of you. It's all about you. The seventh house is the other, whether it's a frenemy, an open enemy, um, a partner, a very good friend. And, actually, once the children are grown up and they moved out of the fifth house, they can then turn into a one-on-one relationship in the seventh house. So that is possible too. You may have had children transitioning to college students, and all of a sudden, when you had a high schooler, now you have an adult part of the time. So, Libra, let's see what this energy is coming from the tarot for you. Boy, everybody is trying to work on stuff, and no one is in the least bit knowing what they're doing. You are a cardinal sign, so I think you might be able to help these people out, but there's just been so much energy of too many cooks, I guess would be a good way to say that. Lots of heartbreak. I said that from the very beginning. You have been beaten up. You've had disappointments. You've had things leaving your life that weren't, you had no idea, no clue, unexpected. So then what? Heartbreak and disappointment. Six of Pentacles. You and Virgo and Cancer all need to learn about relationships, that there should be an equal exchange of energy. All three of you as signs give and give and give and give. And a lot of times that is just not reciprocated. I don't think that really matters to you that much. I think all of you, it's like plenty of love, not enough energy. So you have to decide. You have to take care of yourself. And then you have to decide what energy you can share with other people in an exchange, right? In fairness, you're about fairness. And sometimes difficult to make up your mind because you like to see everybody's point of view. That's why I have people that I know are Libras. And it's not that they just see all things. They see things from different viewpoints. So it's hard for them to take any kind of side in something. I mean, they want to see justice. Tribal spirit dancer. Ooh, that is gorgeous. I have been this has been really a great oracle deck. And I think if you are interested in oracle decks, people that don't have time to learn the tarot can really work very well with oracle decks because you can just pull one card at a time, ask for a message and pull a card and then get the meaning from that card and then meditate on it. And you'll find you are getting surprising answers. I have a friend who takes different oracle decks, and every day she takes 3 oracle decks and she pulls a card from each oracle deck, and then she reads the messages on them for that day. And that's what she takes with her for the rest of her day. And I think that's a really amazing thing to do. And then at the end of the day, it's like, okay, how did this show up for me? What did this really mean? And that's a great opportunity. So, Libra, let go. Say yes to life. Be daring. Dance to your heart's desire. Unfurl your wings and fly. Cast aside conventions and restrictions. Tune into the rhythm of life. Laugh. Explore. Go beyond your predictable behavior. Sometimes life is messy and chaotic, and that's okay. Leave the dishwasher and run outside into the sprinklers. What is your journey? Turn on music and move. Tribal dance isn't about looking good. It's about feeling the beat inside your heart and expressing this with your body and your emotions. If you want to break free, then start first by expressing yourself, wild and free, and the circumstances of your life will transform. Nice, Libra. Very nice. So we're going to go on to Scorpio energy. Fellow water sign ruled by Mars, who is now in Cancer for the next 7 months. Well, actually, it's going to have a little trip into Leo. So it's a little bit better than that, but it spends a lot of time in Cancer. So what's going on for Scorpio? What signs is that in for you? So that would be your 12th and 6th house, right? So that would be, yeah, Taurus. Taurus would be the opposite for you. Yeah, 12th and 6th house. So that is more related to for you, more your health, Scorpio. Scorpio, what new things have you had to start, or should you have been starting to take care of your health? The house of health, anytime it gets accented, it usually means that there's something coming up. And a little tidbit, if Jupiter happens to ever be in your 6th house going through it, pay attention to any medical things that come up, because Jupiter makes things bigger and makes you take care of them. And I think with the North Node being there, it's been leading you to start better habits. It's also daily work. Have you been inspired to go to a different place of work? Have you inspired to change your kind of work that you're doing? Um, and with Taurus being, yeah, yeah, with Taurus being your opposite, I think that you're still focusing a lot on this energy of health. But I think the 12th house for you also is saying something, because the 12th house being endings and the South Node being there for you, I think you've had to let some things go. And the 12th house, I think, is about maybe letting go things that other people don't see that house, right? They don't really know what's going on there. It's a very private area. You might have had to go off and be by yourself, which is actually not a bad thing. Scorpio, it's not a bad thing for you. It's actually probably very, very emotionally healthy. But I think you need to combine the things, because you are ruled by Mars. And I will say, coming up for you, that you need to keep moving, and you need to also have a spiritual practice. So I think you need to move forward into that more, the physical and the spiritual side together. Because I don't think what you had was working before, and that's why the nodes have been hitting those areas of your chart, right? I think it's it's an everyday thing. That 6th house, it's a daily thing. So something that you probably needed to start. It's like if you do something a little bit new every day, or make a change, a small change, and do it every day, it makes a huge difference. And it's not too late. It's not too late. So let's take a look at this energy here. Acceptance, loving what is. Yeah, you don't have to look like a Great Dane if you're not one. You don't have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger and working on your muscles, right? You just have to do you. Acceptance. Love you as you are. Take care of yourself. You're important. Take care of yourself. So we're gonna pull some tarot for you, Scorpio. I tell you that Mars energy is going to be talking very loudly very, very soon. And I think you need to get ready for that, because Mars is your ruling planet and you hate being stuck. It's going to make you crazy. Stuck in one sign. Now, the last time, 2 years ago, when it went retrograde, it was in Gemini. And I'm a Gemini rising, so it was going over my ascendant 3 times. And it was like by the time by the time Mars was leaving, I was white knuckling it. And I'm going to say it's probably going to feel the same for you, because it's not your usual thing. You're like, get going, move forward. And then to spend that much time in one sign, and not your favorite sign, it's your least favorite sign. Not that you can't get things done, but it's just like, okay, this is, you can't get things done as fast as you would like. And it's really aggravating for you. So let's take a look. Page of Pentacles. Do get started. Do have a spiritual practice, especially coming up. Right now, we're in the shadow. Whatever is showing up for you is probably what you're going to be dealing with in the retrograde. So, Page of Pentacles. Look at that energy. It can be balanced, and it's the beginning of something, but it's like she's pausing. So I kind of feel like that's the card that you need to think of when you're going through all that, not moving as fast as you would like. So you're being slowed down. Knight of Pentacles. But you can still plant seeds. This is the slowest of the knights. But he's still planting seeds. So just bear that in mind too, that even with all of this stuck energy that's going to be coming up for you, and the initiator energy, and the relationship changes that you've been going through. So you've been able to go, right? And now things are slowing down. So you're going to need to be dealing with that. Take this time to rest, recoup, rethink. All of the retrogrades have RE in them, right? So respond. I think you need to really take a look at this resting energy, and I think having downtime for you is going to be important. Don't get me wrong; you should do physical things like constantly, because you're going to be so frustrated that you're not. So let's take a look at what the native spirit wants to say. Native spirit. Oh, let me give this one more second. Scorpio. What? That is interesting. This is white buffalo. Hang on just a second. My machine is about to go down, so I didn't want to lose you. I didn't want to lose you. Okay, good. There. Oh, you're not happy with me. Okay. White buffalo. White buffalo. Ah, there we go. Abundance and security are flowing into your life. All things are possible. Balance and harmony prevail. You may be called upon to stand up for others, but you can do this because you have the support of many beings in the spirit realm. And what is your journey? Shapeshift into the white buffalo. And the energy this card brings will multiply tenfold. Imagine that you can feel the power in your muscles and the fecund earth beneath your hooves. Feel the weight of your horns and the warmth of your hide. This calls the deeper energies of white buffalo into your life. I like that energy, Scorpio. Feel the strength of your muscles. Beautiful energy. Okay, so on we go to Sagittarius. Yay, Sag. Yay, Sag. So where is Aries for you, for Sag, right? So for Sag, Aries would be, I want to make sure I do this right. I'm going backwards. In your fourth house? Sag in your fourth house. Fourth and 10th. Aries. Okay, let me do it this way. Yeah, that's right. Fourth house. Yep. So you've had things going on in your home and personal life, right? Your family, your property. But that means there's things that have been going away in your career, things changing. And, sometimes that's not for, it's not a bad thing. It's something that maybe these are eclipses and they're meant to happen. And this would be in your, your work and home axis with emphasis on things leaving your work life, right? So what have you been focusing on for your home? You do like to travel. You do like to do different things. So I would say you might have decided to change homes, change jobs. It's certainly possible with this energy. Okay, so I'm going to take, I moved it because I put these cards on top of it. That is right. That is why I don't want to do that. Okay. They're kind of the same color. So I was a little fooled here for a second. Endurance. Keep your eye on the ball. Endurance. You can spot something far away and aim towards that thing. It's getting from here to there that may be the problem. But I love the Sagittarian open-heartedness. And I mean, Saggies are so joyful and fun. So joyful and fun. So Sag, what do we got going? Interesting. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Making a decision. Yeah, that would be a good thing. Do you really need to change your job? What needs to go? Are you too scattered? Do you have too many things? You are a mutable sign. So usually you can handle, usually juggling a few different things it's okay. You sometimes end up missing some of the finer details, but you can get the majority of things accomplished. And then you have the Two of Wands. What are you setting intentions for? And this is very much a card of travel. I feel like you want to change. Where you live. You want to change where you live. And look at what the globe. Anything is possible. You can make anything happen. Nine of Wands. And just start working on it. one day at a time, one thing at a time. And you can get this done, this energy, right? I think this is what you need to try and strive for, because completion can be an issue for any of the mutable signs. I'm a Gemini rising. I know this. Um, and if you have other placements in your chart that will help you do that, that's awesome. That's awesome. But really, it's, being able to keep going. That's this energy. No matter what trials, tribulations, bumps in the road come up, um, you will always manage to keep your spirits up. And really, that is so needed in the world, because you can raise other people's spirits just by being you. Even when times are tougher like this, even in times of really, not the best circumstances, you can manage to lift everybody up. And that is a gift. It truly, truly is. So think about that in what you contribute to your home and your base energy. Oops. Okay, so we've got grandmother Earth. So we just had grandfather, so now we get grandmother. Grandmother. Oop. I love those colors. This, oh my goodness. This reminds me of on top of Mount Rainier in the spring. Fields of flowers, gorgeous, gorgeous. Stop and take measure of your life. Assess who you are and where you are. Get grounded. Make plans for the future, but don't act on those plans until you are ready and feel secure in stepping forward. There is a profound source of strength and power within you, and it is expanding now. Put your roots down. This is the time of preparation and going deeper, right? So, what is your journey? To deepen your connection to Grandmother Earth and bring security in all forms into your life, walk barefoot on the earth. Place your hands in the earth or make investments. Imagine the strengthening, grounding energy of the earth filling you and your life. Very nice grounding energy for Sagittarius. Great. Okay, so we will go on to Capricorn. Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy. Let's take a look at, the divine dog. I had a bunch of things jump out and I didn't see any of them. And I really don't feel like any of these were meant to come out. You kind of get a sense of the cards. You really do. And again, this reminds me of Jenny. You. Okay, Capricorn. Resistance. What we resist persists. This is about focus. Focus, focus, focus. Where are you putting your focus? It's important. Where you put your focus is important. Because if you're like, oh, I never get anything right. Oh, I never have any lucky breaks. That's the universe making that happen. Because that's what you're focusing on. So, okay. Everybody wants to talk to me today. Okay, resistance. What we resist persists. Okay, here we go. Capricorn energy. Thank goodness you've got a friend. Archangel Michael, temperance, and time, right? Sometimes it just takes time for things to get in the right place and really change your focus. I always say there's something that you should use. It's manifesting 101. I don't know how things could get any better than this. And then you work that energy when something so fun happens. Oh, I don't know how things could get any better than this. This is awesome. The universe always says, challenge accepted. Try it and see. Two of Pentacles, making a decision. You have to make that decision. You know, Archangel Michael is right there, ready to help you. Yeah, Archangel Michael, I know you'll help me if I ask. So I'm asking. I could really use some help right now. Smooth the way for me a little bit. You never know. Look at this. Look at this energy, Capricorn. So for Aries for you would be your house of money. No, I take that back. It would be your house of community. 3 and 9. And siblings. Starting a business. That's very Capricorn third house with this North Node energy. And then, what limiting beliefs have you had to give up, right? That would be the ninth house. Things that you believe. Could be long distance travel, could be foreign things, could be. But to me, it feels more like it was limiting beliefs. And that really ties into what we resist persists. That hanging on to those thoughts that are holding you back and holding you down, not for your greatest and highest good. Yeah, that is definitely the energy that I'm getting. Because you could have this. This is Mars and Venus energy. And, you could start a small business or a partnership, but you have to make decisions to do those things. And I think, for Capricorn, to think is to do. I mean, they're so reliable and you can count on them no matter what. So let's take a look at this energy here for Native Spirit and see what the message is for you. Interesting. Let's see what we've got here. No, I want you to volunteer. You need to volunteer. You. You are an earth sign, spirit of earth. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of these. Spirit. Spirit of earth. Prosperity is blossoming in all areas of your life. You are strong and grounded. Who you are is enough, just as you are. Connect more fully with nature. The spirit of earth asks that you tend to your health, detoxify your body, understand how to use your body's physiology. Pay attention to how your body feels and respond accordingly. Create a home for your soul. Have objects in your home that feel good every time you see them. Be present. Cherish the here and now. Yep. Manifesting 101. The journey. All the solid forms around you, including your body, are a part of the physical realm. Notice how you relate to and identify with the physical universe around you. By doing this, you are activating the spirit of earth within you. Let the reality of your relationship with the earth fill your consciousness. Feel it in every pore of your being. Let yourself merge with its energy. Imagine how it would feel to be a rolling hill, a great mountain, or a deep canyon. Imagine yourself lying in a meadow of wildflowers high in the mountains. Visualize the roots of the trees extending deep into the soil, reaching down toward the center of the earth. That is very nice energy, Capricorn. Very nice energy. Okay, we are going to be going on to Aquarius energy. Aquarius energy. So in your, I just want to double check the houses, because if I goof up, please forgive me. Third house. So Capricorn. Oh yeah. Yeah, I wasn't crazy. Okay. So that would be your 10th house. Interesting. Interesting. 1, 2, 3. Third house, sorry. Third house. Third and ninth. Third and ninth. So take this energy of Aquarius. Aquarius energy. Let's see what the Divine Dog Wisdom card has to say. Divine Dog. Oh, wow. Come on. Aquarius. Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. I want you to come out on your own. Oh, right there. All right. Okay. Lust. Gotta have it, right? That is so funny. Aquarius. That's an interesting energy, Aquarius. Lust. Gotta have it. What is your passion? What do you want? That Aries energy. What is important to you? What is important to you? Okay. Feeling of community, everybody working together, emotional fulfillment, everybody, I mean, it's okay. I have an Aquarius moon, gotta fess up, Aquarius moon. And for me, I believe in helping everyone, but I'm also an Aquarius moon. So it's like, I'm happy to help you. And then I'm going to go back to my cave because I need the quiet time. That's what Aquariuses are like. They're very, Aquarius suns are like that. We compartmentalize things. If you have strong, that's that energy, very independent. If you have Venus in that sign, that's, you like someone that's independent, for your love. So that can, you don't have to be sitting next to them on the couch constantly. Two of Cups. This, there's a lot of, considering this is Cups energy, I'm just curious here. Oh my God. Aquarius must be like super crazy in love, is all I can say. Because you have lust, gotta have it. You've got like this whole love thing going on here. Happily ever after, love, Page of Cups, very puppy dog kind of new, very new spirit, but what a beautiful energy, right? The coming forward and of all this energy is very interesting for you, because normally I don't, Aquarius is not out there with that kind of thing. So this is interesting. I like that this is getting you out. I think maybe that Aries North node has, allowed you to come into your own a little bit more, get out of those toxic situations, toxic relationships. I mean, you believe in doing things for the collective, but you don't believe in going along to get along, right? There's a difference there. There's a definite difference. So let's take a look at what the native spirit card wants to tell you. This should be interesting. I'm really curious to see what this says. Come on. I want you to come out. Oh, you jumped. Okay, got it. Sometimes they'll jump like that. So, oh, dream traveler. Dream traveler. Isn't that is so gorgeous. Dream traveler. Dream traveler. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Allow your dreams to take you there. Dream traveler. You are a channel for spirit. Trust your intuition, your hunches, and gut reactions. This is a visionary card with a message that you're on the right path, even if it doesn't always seem like it. Your higher self and spiritual guides, ancestors and guardians, are watching over you and supporting you. You are blessed, and you are a blessing. You are a dreamer in the most wondrous definition of the word. So, what is your journey? Before going to sleep, place a journal next to your bed. Most dreams are forgotten within less than 10 minutes, so it's essential to record them as soon as you can upon waking. When the Dream Traveler card chooses you, it's essential to watch your dreams. Profound and even life-changing messages can come through. Very nice energy, Aquarius. Okay. Pisces. Pisces. And where is Aries for you? In your second house of money. Money. Money, money, money. So, what does the Divine Dog Oracle want to say? Well, if that's in your house of money, what was happening in your 8th house? That being activated, that's tough. The 8th house, things going away, maybe losing resources, losing money, inheritance, deaths in the family. Patience. Any day now. How do you like that steak? Any day now. Any day now. So what does that energy mean for you? Is your big break finally coming in? That's possible. That is very possible. Resources. Have you learned to rely upon yourself for your own resources? Because that's what's been happening. You know, Pisces in that first house has been having it's not been fun. You've had it's like it's my 10th house, so I get that it's been work. And Saturn's been going through there, and it's in retrograde right now, so still working. But I heard someone say that Neptune being there is being able to dream, and Saturn being there is being able to make your dreams come true. So, and then you've got the North Node in the second house of finances or self-worth, or, you know, it's a chance, an opportunity, a very big opportunity for you. So any day now, the Tower. Unexpected things can happen. You have Uranus is in Taurus. So that's very, very much things that would be sextile your sign, unexpected things. So there's a lot of things going on, I think, for you generally. And this can be like in the house of money things too. But you need to take care of yourself. This is healing, recovery, taking time, enjoying the journey. This is the Knight of Cups for me is always enjoying the journey, because he's the second slowest knight. But when he goes somewhere, he has a picnic. He enjoys himself. He meets other people. It's a very and cups it would be very watery energy, so something that you can relate to. But it's the journey. I know you're going through a bunch of things right now, but it's the journey that's helping you. It's helping you move forward. And Pisces sometimes needs a little bit of push to accomplish things sometimes. With Saturn there, it will be doing that. And in January, North Node's coming. You've got work ahead of you. And so things are going to be about you working on you. Faded energies in your first house. So look out. Look out. You've got a lot coming up for you. So what does the native spirit want to say? Volunteer, please. Ready? This is for Pisces. Pisces energy. Shapeshifter. Oh, that's gorgeous. You see the deer? Love that. I love the color. I love that color. Shapeshifter. Shapeshifter. Okay. All right. Here we go. You can do anything you desire. Let go of attachment to your identity. See the world around you with new eyes. Be malleable. Experiment with different ways of viewing reality. See the point of view of others. If you haven't been able to manifest your dreams, maybe you need to shift the way you see the person or situation. So what is your journey? To deepen your ability to shapeshift, simply imagine that you're an animal, bird, plant, or stone. Make it as real as you can. Doing this deepens your ability to shift your beliefs and limiting decisions that perhaps have held you back from fulfilling your highest destiny. If you can imagine it, if you can dream it, it can happen. Everything was first a thought. So start there. Thank you very much for joining me on my little investigation of Aries North Node. I will see you soon. Have a great evening and day and morning.